He's my mini-me, right? He could pass. Let's try it. 1 billion bass baits. Oh my. Mystery Tackle Box, March 2021. We're going to have a good time, guys. Stick around, and we're going to get inside this box.
Get familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar.
Welcome back to No Redemption Outdoors, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me again today in the cave for another box opening. This time it is the Mystery Tackle Box for March 2021. But before we get into that, I want to share with you, we had a close one this morning. I'm going to put a link up above to our 3-minute grab bag giveaway video. That's the video where we give away a bait each and every Saturday. Make sure you check that out. You want to especially see it for today because we had an incident. I reached into the bag and out came one of the baits hooked to my hand. Thankfully, I had proper protection on, so check out that video. But I want you to know I felt it all the way through the glove. It got to my finger. And just a little more tugging, and it might have dug in a little. So it was close. But, you know, in the true spirit of NRO, we are always prepared for the worst. So we were all set, thankfully. So anyway, I want to get back to the point of this video. The Mystery Tackle Box Elite for March 2021. Mystery Tackle Box has really been stepping it up, I would say, over the last, say, 4 to 6 months. I don't know, what do you guys think? I've noticed it. And so let's go ahead and get inside this box, and I'll give you a look. I'll give you a first look here as we do the 1 minute what's in it. Then we'll follow that segment up with a detailed look of each and every bait. And then at the end, our value analysis as usual. So first thing up, we have the sticker. See if I can give you a look at that. Next is the what's inside the box card. Hopefully you can see that. And then this is the reverse side. Then there is an insert for the Googan Squad Clickbait. I assume that means it's in this box. This is information on the back about where best to use it. I think these cards are really cool because it tells you a lot about how to use these baits. Of course, there's the dibble, and it's filled with all kinds of tips and tricks. Another insert card for BioSpawn RattleBot, another bait that I assume is inside this box. Then we have the Evergreen FA115. This is in this 4.5-inch suspending jerkbait in Queen Shad. Next we have, as promised, the Googan Squad Clickbait. This one happens to be Sexy Shad. This is a 4-aught hook. I don't know what, I think it's a 3/8 ounce. Okay. Then we have the BD Baits Baits Squarebill. Alright, that's a 3/4 ounce, dives 3 to 6 feet. Then we have an interesting bait, that other card, the BioSpawn RattleBot. I don't know if you can see that, the packaging's a little muddled. But the color on that is magma. Alright, again, we'll open this up during the next segment. Next up is the Lake Fork Live Magic Shad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pack. Alright. Then we have a package of Gambler. 3-inch Little Otter. I will say that looks like a sample pack. And then next we have some original Ribbits. Alright. These are from Stanley. I think that's Stanley Hale. I think I've heard of them. Alright. And then we have the Shimmer Shad, 10,000 fish Shimmer Shad. 5-inch. Love the Shimmer Shads. And then last but not least, we have the Eagle Claw, another sample pack, unfortunately. These are 4/0 worm hooks, wide gap worm hooks. All right, so let me straighten up here, and then we'll go to the next segment where we'll go through the box in detail and look at each and everything. All right, let's get started. And like I say, I have my notes here, so we'll just go in order of my notes. And the first item up is Evergreen FA115. This is a jerkbait. It's suspending, dives 3 to 7 feet. Let's go ahead and get it open. Now, I'm not familiar with this brand, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps you guys are, but it appears from what I was able to gather to be fairly high regarded. It seems as though people see it as being quality. Let's go ahead and get it out. The color on this one is Queen Shad. All right. This is 4.5 inches and the weight is 5/8 ounce. Let me give you a look at it here. All right. Now this is a flat-sided jerkbait. And what they talk about in their marketing information is that together with this oversized bill, this thing is apparently aerodynamically tuned so that you can throw it much farther, which I found it interesting that they put such an emphasis on that. I mean, to tell you that they were more proud of its aerodynamic features, perhaps, than its aquatic features, which I thought was kind of funny. Hydrodynamic, would that be right, guys? Nice looking bait, by the way. It's got tungsten weight transfer system in it. Let's see if we can hear it. Oh, yeah. Quite pronounced. Very, very sticky hooks. Although I will tell you, I don't know what kind of hooks they are, but I can say they are very sharp. Appear to be good quality. All right, so that is the Evergreen Custom Jerkbait. And that's going for $16.99. All right, next item is the Googan Clickbait. Again, this is something I've been looking forward to receiving. And it's the first one I've gotten. The color on this one is Sexy Shad. It's got a 4/0 hook. I'm assuming it's their hammerhead hook. I wasn't able to find any information, but I assume they use the Googan Squad hook. All right, let's get this thing out of here. Now, one of the things that perhaps is most unique about this is it's quite oversized blade there, together with these beads on the back that create such a pronounced clicking as it's going through the water. It runs a little deeper, and you know, again, because of this blade, it does have maximum swimming action. They call these, by the way, rattling beads. It's got a hand-tied skirt, and like I say, I think it's got built on their hammer hook. It's a nice looking bait. Again, it's got a keeper. Let me see if I can show you that. And so I think this would look really good with a trailer or without. All right. So that's the Googan Squad Clickbait. I found it for $7.99. Interestingly, on the What's in the Bait card, they listed it for $8.99. So they were off by $1. All right, next item is the BioSpawn RattleBot. Another interesting bait. This is new. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. I read a little bit about this. Now, as I mentioned at the top, there are two varieties. They have a craw, and then they have the baitfish variety. And what they say in their information is that it's anatomically correct to imitate a craw in this instance. The eye is appropriately faced backwards, and so as a craw would do, it's going to move backwards through the water. It's got a single BB. Let's hear it. Okay, one BB. It's got sinking action. I should have mentioned that. All right. So you just let it sink down and just about like any fish it much the way you would any lipless crankbait. Okay. And in fact, now that we have ice out, within the next week or so, I'm going to try to get out. We probably will have another dance with winter before things really turn the corner, so I don't want to be premature, but at least the ice is off the lake. So I'm going to be getting out on the boat, and I'm actually thinking about doing a bit of a slam with some of these boxes, and or, for example, do a comparison of various lipless cranks and so forth, because now we're at that time of year where those would work well. So I'm going to definitely try this thing out very, very soon. All right, and we'll get that on video. All right, that is the BioSpawn RattleBot. By the way, that's a 1/2 ounce and 2.5 inches. I meant to mention that. This is going for $8.49. All right. Next item is the Ducket BD Squarebill 3.5. Now, this appears to me to be a discontinued bait because we got this in a different box. I forget which box we got this in very recently. If I can figure out which video, I'll link it up above. But we had the same issue because we received basically the same bait, the 3.5, but there was little or no information or availability online so that you could buy it. And what I discovered, even on Ducket's website, they exclude the 3.5, so you can buy the 1.5, the 2.5, or the 4.5, but you cannot buy the 3.5. I don't know why. I don't know any about, what the reasons are for that, but perhaps one of you guys does. That all being said, this appears to be a nice bait. I've not fished with these before, but I can tell you that it's got it dives 3 to 6 feet, and it's got katana hooks on it, and they are nice and sharp. All right, and it's got split rings. Oh boy, is it sharp. All right. I should mention the color on this. I don't think I did. Or it's boy, I don't even know what that stands for. If you guys can see that, GNMTL Shad. I know that stands for something, and I'm just blind to it. So you guys probably know. All right. I'll feel stupid when I figure it out, as is usually the case. All right. Next item is Lake Fork. All right, Lake Fork Live Magic Shad. Live Magic Shad. Color on this is, well, I don't know what the color is, but appears to be something on the order of green pumpkin. Okay. Let's get one out. Of course, this is a segmented swim bait, but what's kind of unique about it is that the tail is turned sideways. So normally the tail would be, kind of like this, but in fact on this one the tail is kind of whale tail style. All right. And what they claim, I saw a video on this, is that it causes it to swim a little more realistically at higher retrieval rates. So whereas if the tail were vertical or if it were a paddle tail, it tends to do better at slower speeds. This actually is designed to be able to retrieve it a little faster and still have that, very realistic action. Of course, you can see it's got the hook slot in it, both top and bottom. It's very soft. It is impregnated with garlic, so no, that's not too bad. All right. You can fish this wacky, which I do find interesting, by the way. I'm imagining how that would be wacky rig style, but that's how they recommend. Among other things, you can do Texas rig, jig it, you can do it weightless. So there you have it. That's the Lake Fork Live Magic Shad. That's going for $6.29. Now, interestingly, in the box card, they actually list it for less, $5.99, than I was able to find it anywhere else, including on their own website. I don't know where they got the $5.99, but they kind of undercut themselves on that one. Next item is very exciting, the 10,000 fish Shimmer Shad. And I've gotten a few packages of these. I love the Shimmer Shads. I think everybody does. I don't think I'm alone. This one is Violet Shad is the color. It's a 4-pack, obviously. Alright, so the thing about the Shimmer Shad is it's a very thin, very tapered body, very soft plastic. So this has, you know, a very unique and very realistic action in the water. Something that Shimmer Shad is almost, you know, alone in terms of its action. Has strobe strips, what they call strobe strips internally, so that it promotes the flash. This thing shimmers like a dead, dying bait fish when it's on the fall. So you can fish it kind of in a yo-yo style, or you can swim it, or you can drop shot it, or you can put it on a jig head. There's all sorts of ways you can fish this. So these are great. Very, very great favorite of mine. And of course, this really shines on the drop shot, if I didn't mention that. So that is the 10,000 fish Shimmer Shad. This is a 4-pack going for $5.29. All right. Next up, we have another well-known and venerable bait, this Stanley Jig Original Ribbit. This has been around for, oh my, years and years. I think they've been around 20, 30 years. All right, the color on this is, they say assorted. I'll be honest, every one of them looks the same. I don't think it's assorted. So it's some kind of, again, green pumpkin with red flake in it. There's 4-pack, as I mentioned. It's got the hook slot on the top. This can be rigged either with a single hook or, as they recommend, with a double, like a frog hook, which is what I'm thinking I will do. I'm gonna rig this up, I think, and toss this around here pretty soon, see what happens. I'm not sure it's frog season quite yet, but I want to, you know, play around a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a nice looking bait. This is, again, the Stanley Jig Original Ribbit, going for $4.99. I should point out, because this is a 4-pack, I had to do a bit of math, because the only size I could find this is 5-pack. So the 5-pack goes for regular $4.99. Adjusting for being a 4-pack, thus it is $3.99. All right. Next item, we have the Gambler 3-inch Little Otter. This is a 4-pack, and ladies and gentlemen, I do believe this is a sample pack. I will say that. There is nowhere where you can buy it as a 4-pack that I could find, and only available as 9-pack, interestingly. So let's get one out. All right, again, no color on this, but this does look like green pumpkin to me. Ooh, that's pretty strong scent. So it's got garlic smell. It's got small, the paddles here on the side are vertical, and then the paddle on the back is flat, and so this has nice subtle action, and you know, during a time of year when the fish are maybe a little lethargic. And you toss that out there sort of in a finesse style. All right. That is, and great for flipping and jigging, of course. All right. Again, these normally come as a 9-pack, so I do a bit of math. A 9-pack costs $4.29, so adjusting for this being a smaller package of only 4, that results in the price of $1.90. All right. And then last but not least, again, another sample pack. These are Eagle Claw Laser Sharp Wide Gap Worm Hooks. This is a 3-pack. It's a 4-aught. And I could only find them as 6-packs. So They cost $2.99 for a 6-pack, so allowing for it being 3, that results in $1.49. And that's it for what's in the box, ladies and gentlemen. Let me set this aside. And now we will begin our value analysis. As always, I will bring you along with me. I'm going to put it up on the screen. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items in the box, totaling $59.42. The cost of the box was $39.99, which results in an added value of $19.43. That brings a theoretical return on investment of 48.6%. That is very strong, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's respectable for sure. Other than the fact that some of those were sample packs, I have to say that I think everything in the box was great. This is a great box as far as I'm concerned. So tell me what you think. Again, the sample pack thing gets a little bit under my skin. I don't know if I should let it, but aside from that, it's a great box. So drop a comment down below. If you like what we're doing, make sure you subscribe and hit that like, thumbs up button for me. I am very grateful for you stopping by as always. And until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, take care.
Jag är somalier, jag rappar mina rötter ej 15 000 det är bara mina fötter ej Jag är somali, rappar Mali